What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just going live on here, man. Y'all leave me some questions. You know, I I answer them for y'all or whatever. What's up, man? What's up? What's up, Buck? How you doing, man? What's up, Buck? Yeah, just here to chop it up with y'all, man. Finally made it to 1,000. I appreciate y'all. So, I went on ahead and jumped on this thing on a late tip, man. And really, this is why I get it done. Get it done late, man. This is where I'm at. This is where I stay right here. So, you know what I'm saying? I just got off the phone with like two people actually, trying to get some deals locked up and trying to get deals closed. So I just got off the phone with somebody, trying to help them figure out how to get a payoff so we can get it to the closing attorney so that they can close. So just did that. And then I was just on I was just texting back and forth with somebody that we're trying to get under contract. Got a crazy deal going with that. You know, um, they want to lease back or whatever, but they ain't want to pay the rental rate that we were looking for. So we're gonna credit them some of their rental rate at closing, so we can go ahead and close on that thing and get them what they want. What's going on? Not much, man. Just trying to lock up deals. I locked up a deal today, actually. So I locked up a deal today. It's gonna be it's a pretty good deal. It's gonna be like a 19K deal. So that's what it looks like. Like it's gonna be a 19K deal. My buyer is all set to make it a 19K deal. They're gonna go look at it. But most times, like when my buyer go look at it, most times don't ask for a reduction, but it could be a reduction. Like I had one where the buyer went and looked at, and they wanted a reduction. I ended up talking to them back and forth, and end up being like a 2K reduction or whatever. Yeah, I'm doing a double closing on that one, man. I did double closing on that one. Um, the one I just locked the other day, it's gonna be a double closing. So, and but that's not gonna close until like September. So it's always good though to be working ahead, man. Have deals waiting on you. So it's 19K waiting on me in September. It's crazy stuff, man. And I locked up a deal the other day. It's like a 14K deal waiting on me in October. So I got 19K waiting on me in September, 14K waiting on me in October. So, it's all good, man. Need some tips on negotiating and closing deals. It's a couple of things that I'm starting to do now, man. One of the things I'm starting to do is like, I'm starting to now that I got some deals and I got like some cash on me. I be offering these jokers like larger earnest money deposits. So it's like I ask them, I be like, hey, look, these other people are interested in selling property, but are they willing to put up the earnest money? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, look, we're not trying to come and view your property if we don't have some skin in the game. And if we willing to put up 5K earnest money, we ain't gonna lose that. Like we don't want to lose 5K. Not tell people, hey, look, you letting people come see your house for free. Don't let people come see your house for free. Make them put up the earnest money. And that kind of separate me. Um, that kind of separate me from some regular jokers. The person that used to be me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the joker that couldn't put up 5K earnest money. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of stuff I do. And just talk to them about like, hey, look, also I use the attorney's office. That's another thing I got from Keith Everett on a 2-day transformation. You use the attorney's office. Like, hey, look, we work with this attorney's office. You can call them. Here's their website. Here's the email address. Hit them up. Ask them. Do we close deals? You can know that we legit. You know what I'm saying? So, and most times they don't even call the closing attorney. They're just like, dang, they gave me, this person contact information. And, if they do call them, I do plenty of deals with them. So they already know who I am. or you can just call and talk to them and say, hey, look, I gave them the heads up. I was like, hey, look, this person gonna be calling you because they trying to make sure we ain't scamming or whatever. Uh, so yeah, man. So that's what I be doing. Sometimes I be hitting them up for that. And then like if it's a situation where they got a tenant in there or whatever, it's like, hey, look, I'm gonna put up this earnest money, and if we walk away, you know what I'm saying, then if you lose your tenant, you at least have this earnest money right here to make up for your losses. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be dealing with anybody that may back out on you. So that's kind of something that I kind of use, and the reason I'm able to do that too is because I got buyers, man. I'm so confident because I got buyers. Like I know we ain't gonna back out. Like ain't no backing out. They ain't, we ain't doing that. So that's kind of what I do, man. So with that deal I just locked up, man, it's crazy. I got like $120,000 worth of deals locked up, but on both sides. It ain't just like I'm putting junk on the contract. When I say $120,000, it's because the seller done sign, buyer done sign. You know what I'm saying? So when you first off, how many cold calls did you make before you got your first deal? I went cold calling, I was texting. I put down 50 to 100. Yeah, I used to put down, 50 to 100 earnest money too. You know what I'm saying? And I still do that. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I'm trying to get a deal, if I'm trying to separate myself and you got down 100K earnest money, I tell them, hey, I know it's other people offering on the property, but they're willing to put down, 5K earnest money. You know what I'm saying? Um, how do you know that they're true cash buyers? How do you know they're gonna follow through with what they say? We put down 5K earnest money, we gonna follow through with it. And if we don't follow through with it, you get to walk away with 5K. So I kind of use that, on most deals though. I don't put down a whole bunch of earnest money. Most of the time I don't put down any earnest money anyways. Even if I tell them I'm putting down 5K, I don't even turn the 5K in. You know what I'm saying? It's like, unless they checking, and if they checking, I shoot the 5K over there or whatever. But I don't even be turning that earnest money in like that. But I got it. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing that I ain't got. Or I ain't gonna say nothing that my buyer, if I ain't say, hey, I tell my buyer, hey, look, man, this is the earnest money they looking for, and then I can tell my buyer to shoot over that earnest money, and they do that. So just gotta have a relationship with the buyer, man. But hey, if y'all got questions, man, I'm here to answer questions, talk about kind of what I'm doing and stuff like that. So y'all can hit me up, ask your questions or whatever. I love this, finally getting to go on YouTube and post it right here. So would you take care of finding your closing attorney first, then find the deal, then worry about closing? Hold on. So would you take care of finding your closing attorney first, then find the deal, or find the deal, then worry about closing attorney? Deal and closing attorney, it doesn't matter. You can. I would find a deal first and then hit up the closing attorney. It doesn't matter really. The biggest thing is finding a buyer, man. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a big buyer, man. It can be a little local buyer. Like the person who bought my first deal. When I talked to him, whatever. I just thought about this the other day. Um, Upload TV videos. Oh, okay. Never mind. But I was talking to him like back then when I first sold him that deal. Man, he was talking about how like he had worked for 3 months. His company, that basically he hold his funds back, his payback every 3 months. And every 3 months he was getting paid like $30,000. And I was like, oh my God, $30,000 in 3 months. I thought that was out of control, and it is out of control. But I was like, man, that's crazy. But now that I look back at it, I was like, dang, he do 30,000 a month. I was like, he really ain't no big guy like that. I thought he was like killing it. I thought he was going nuts because I really didn't know what people was making wholesaling like that. So looking back, it's of course a lot of bigger people than him, but I didn't know that at the time. I thought he was, one of the killers. You know what I'm saying? So But anyways, that's what I'm saying. It ain't gotta be nobody special, man. You just get to know some people who actually purchasing property and figuring out what they like. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what they're looking for. And then you just use them. Like through that guy, I met another person. Through that person, I met another person. It's like you just keep talking to people and meeting people, and then as you keep meeting people, you'll run into the rank. You know, you run into enough jokers, and you know what they're looking for. That when you run into a property, you will have a couple of jokers you able to bounce that property off of, you know what I'm saying, to see who would be interested. So that's why I say find those cash buyers first, man. I think that's the biggest thing. So do you pay a VA through PayPal? Yeah, for the most, yeah, I pay them through PayPal. That's how I pay my VAs. But uh, at least that's why I've always paid my VAs through PayPal. But you can pay them every other week, or you can set up to pay them, once a month or something like that. So just wondering how many buyers do you have? I have hedge fund buyers. Yeah. So I probably got like fix and flippers are my most. I probably got like I know like 5 or 6 fix and flippers. Landlord buyers, I know like probably 4 of those, and then like hedge fund buyers, I know like 3 of those, right? So my flippers are my biggest ones, man. Those are the ones that hold you down right there. The flippers, man, because they got the cash. You know what I'm saying? And they got the cash, and they can be creative with that cash. So that's what I like about them. My landlord buyers, every now and then I find some that I can ship over to him. But then my hedge fund buyers, what I'm saying, they buying specific things, specific things that they'll buy, stuff like that. So I send them stuff too. So, but yeah, man, all those different buyers. I don't think it matter how many you got. You just gotta get some. It doesn't matter if you just got one. You know what I'm saying? Try to get that person something. You know what I'm saying? But if you find one buyer, that buyer gonna lead you to another. Like ain't one buyer that's on their own. Like if you find that buyer, go on Facebook and start looking at his friends. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at their friends, you'll find other wholesalers and you'll find other cash buyers. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what you can do to try to find cash buyers. You find one, and then go on Facebook and see what friends they got. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be able to get those. So, but yeah, man, it's going crazy right now, man. So, when I made 66K in June, made 43K in July, like lined up to make 80 something by the end of this month, and then already got $19,000 in September. Already got $14,000 in October. It's just getting crazy, man. So, um, and the main thing, like I was telling y'all, main thing is that lead manager stuff that I picked up, and some of those acquisition strategies that I got from the 2 day. I'm gonna make a video about that, or we can just go live and just straight talk about the 2 day and my whole experience or whatever. So just wonder how many buyers do you have? I know. Oh yeah, I already answered that question. So thanks. How many days do you put in the contract for due diligence period? Last lady, I put 30 days. She didn't like it. Yeah, man, 30 days is a long time. My standard is like 10. My standard is 10. I probably should put like 10 business days. You put 10 business days, they're gonna give you 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually pretty good. That's what I'm probably gonna start doing. Put 10 business days. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I typically do that. Sometimes if it's a hot deal or something, I know it's gonna work. I won't even try them like that. I put in like 5 day due diligence, 5 business day due diligence. If I know it's something that's gonna work, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. I already got my buyer right, like on tap. So, I ain't going run around looking for buyers. So I don't even really be worried about the due diligence period like that. Because I already got the buyer ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Really, the due diligence is just enough time to get the buyer into the property, to see the property. And then the way I do it is, my buyer's due diligence is gonna run out before mine. So if he back out, then I can back out before my due diligence is over. And if he go beyond his due diligence, I'm getting his cash, and then I could just pay them with the cash I'm getting from them, from the buyer. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of having a buyer, man. It take a lot of the complications away, man. Like a lot of this stuff get complicated. Like it for me, it'd be hard for me to wholesale by just finding sellers and then go try to hunt for buyers. You know what I'm saying? I like having the buyers. So do you close 30 days to close? I asked the seller, like, what's the ideal timeline you're looking for to close? You know what I'm saying? I already know what my buyer can do. So I asked the seller, like, hey, when are you looking to close? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times that's a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? I had like a 20K deal, but the lady wanted to close at a certain time. It's like I couldn't sell it. I can't sell it to a hedge fund. I can't sell it to this landlord, but I got this one flipper that can close that thing like real fast. So that's what I'm saying. Like them flippers that come in with the money, even if they don't want to flip it, they see the profits in there, and maybe and like on that deal, I end up wholesaling it. You know what I'm saying? So the flipper saw the value, and they was like, yeah, I put that money up and put the money up real fast, closed it fast, and then we was able to wholesale it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. That's why you got to keep these different buyers around, and that's why you got to ask people, when would you be looking to close? Because and I ask people that typically that bring out the motivation. It's like you ask them, hey, when are you looking to close? Next thing you know, you figure out, hey, they got this going on, that going on, they got all kind of stuff going on or whatever. So that's a good way to figure out, their motivation. So that's kind of what I do. But anyway, so y'all keep hitting me up with questions, man. I'm here for y'all, man. I know I appreciate everybody, that subscribe or whatever. And I'm gonna be doing these lives, going live like during the day, just going live random. You know what I'm saying? So people can get this stuff, man. So just trying to make sure that I'm on my grind and keep talking to people and keep spreading, what I know or whatever. So like in a year, man, like my first paycheck, I got my first paycheck in August. I got my first paycheck like toward the end of August. So it's been about a year. So it's crazy, man. I still don't know everything, but the little I do know, man, trying to give it back. So tell us about your upcoming deals you got closing. So the upcoming deals I got closing, like this week, I got a deal that's like a little deal. It's like a 5K deal. This guy, he was working on the property, trying to, what's your number one market? My number one marketing strategy is texting. But I had this guy that was looking to close. Well, he wasn't looking to close. He was fixing the property up to sell it on the market. But he was dealing with some medical issues, man. And I told him, I was like, look, man, if you want to go ahead and sell it, we can get you the price that you need, man. I'll try to get you the price that you're looking for. Because, I was gonna do it at 190. He was like, 190 really doesn't work for me. But then I was like, what does work for you? And then because he was having medical issues, I could tell he needed money. I could have got him at 190, but I like to give people what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? I always see the situation work out better when you give people what they're looking for. And I was like, what are you looking for, man? And he was like, 200 would work for me. So at 200, it only made me a 5K deal, but I was good with that. I'll take 5K because we closing in like 2 weeks. 5K in 2 weeks, help the guy out, man. He able to take care of himself and stuff like that. So that was big. What CRM I use? I use Podio. How many numbers you texting? So I try to text 2,500 people each day. Send out 2,500 texts a day. That's what I try to do. I use launch control. But anyway, so that's one deal. I got another deal closing next week, man. It's a crazy one, man. This dude was in Maryland. He had some people squatting in his house. And like they had left. They finally left. Well, the house was empty, right? And this dude was like, hey, I'm sending somebody over there today to look at it. They said they're gonna offer me 180. And I was like, that's when I told him, I was like, hey, look, what we can do is we can put down, 3K earnest money, right? That way we ain't coming looking at your house for free. You know what I'm saying? We putting skin in the game to come look at your property. Um, and I told him we could do 190 because I asked him, hey, what are you looking for? What do you need to move forward? Like, what do you need to do to sign these papers today? Right? That's another thing I got from Keith, man. It's like, what do you need? Like, how does this situation need to work out to where you're gonna sign these papers today, right? And he was like, I need 190, and I was like, okay, let's do it at 190, man. So I got him hooked up at 190. Got him signed or whatever. I used the earnest money. I was like, hey, look, we put this earnest money up so to let you know, hey, we got skin in the game. So bam, told him that, went over there. The door was still unlocked, right? I got my buyer in there quick. He only wanted like a 3-day due diligence because he was worried about people backing out and not closing, and he was worried about somebody coming in and try to live in his property. So, but yeah, I was able to get somebody over there. They went to go see it. Bam, they came back, said everything good to go. Let's close on it. So I'm closing that one in 2 weeks too. So that's gonna be like a 13K deal. So this Friday I'm picking up 13K and 5K assignment fees. So that's gonna be 18K this week, right? The week after that, it's gonna get even crazier, man. So there's crazy stuff coming down the pipeline. I got another one where guys looking to sell, his tenant moving out this week, and he wanted to close the week after that. So we're gonna close him up. Probably gonna be a 10K deal. And then I got another one closing. These are closing like on the 27th or something like that, toward the end of the month. That the other one, this dude wanted to take care of his tenant. He was like, "Hey, look, I want my tenant to stay in the property." It was like, okay, so I had to find a buyer that was willing to let the tenant stay in the property. Um, so we're doing a lease back for the tenant. Or no, 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 we just buying it and leaving the tenant in place up under the same lease. And then what's happening is basically like this the buyer, the seller is gonna have to pay the difference between what we wanted the rental rate to be and what their current rental rate is. The seller is gonna pay that, and then the tenant is gonna be able to stay in the property. A little bit of complicated situation, but I think that was gonna end up still being like a 10K, at least 10K deal, something like that. Maybe 10, 15K, something like that. Um, but yeah, those are the deals I got coming right there. And then there's deals at the end of the month. I got a deal in Tennessee where the dude wanna do a lease back for I think it's like a year. He wanted a year lease back, so was able to do that one in Tennessee. And so those are the ones I got coming up. Got another dude with a townhouse that I'm selling to this landlord. So got that one coming. So those are kind of deals I got coming. Are you virtually wholesaling as well? Yeah, I guess I got one in Tennessee, so I guess I'm virtually wholesaling. None of these properties I've been to. I haven't seen none of these properties except the pictures. I do everything from right here, just like y'all see me right here in this seat. I do all my work, right? So I haven't been out to see none of these properties. I ain't drove to none of the properties and none of that stuff like that. So most of them I've never seen the inside, never seen pictures of them or nothing. So I just send the buyer straight to the property. That's my thing, man. I just, not that I trust everybody, but I was like, dude, I'm gonna trust you until you prove me wrong. So I send the buyer out there. If he prove me wrong, back, go behind my back, then I know not to deal with him no more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna make my situation harder. I'm gonna send the buyer straight out to the property, just like that. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. How do you go about trying to get people what they want for the property, but still make sure it's a deal for the buyers? I ask them what they want. I ask them what they want. So if the guy say he want 190, I go to my buyer to figure out if it's gonna work for 190. If I know it's not gonna work for 190, I let them know, hey, look, we can't do 190, but this is what we can do. Like, this is what we can get for you. You know what I'm saying? And this is why that makes sense. Look at the other properties selling in your neighborhood. Look at the condition of that property and look at the condition of your property. And, you let me know whether your property, fits into this property's category or that property's category. Does it fit in the category of properties that's selling for 260, or does it fit in the category of properties that's selling about 180, 170, 190, right? So I kind of go through that and let them kind of tell me, you know what I'm saying? And I got that for Keith Everett too. So Keith, man, if you don't know the real estate Diddy, man, go find a real estate Diddy and look him up. And if dude, watching him on YouTube ain't nothing. You need to go to the 2-day. Like, dude, you got to go to the 2-day transformation, man. It's a killer for sure. But anyway, so let me see what the next question is. So, what do you use for comps? I use Prop Screen for comps. I use Zillow for comps. Those are the two that I use for comps. So I ask people, did you have a price in mind? Most of the time, they want to hit me with, you call me. Man, when people hit me with like, you call me or whatever, if they being difficult, I'm at a point where I'm like, dude, I ain't even worried about it. I'm going to the next one because they ain't interested. Like, dude, if I sniff you ain't interested, I'm going to the next person, man. It's people out there interested, man. It's people out there that want to talk. And if they don't want to talk, man, move on to the next person. I'm starting to tell my cold callers, like, dude, if somebody's being mean, just move on. Like, we ain't even worried about them. You know what I'm saying? But if they hit me up, it's like, you call me. It's like, I understand that we called you, but we really like to get people what they're looking for. So if you can tell me what you're looking for, then I can look and see if there's something that will work for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I tell them. It's like, dude, you tell me what you want, then I can work on my end to try to get you what you want, right? So that's what I kind of tell them. And obviously you can tell me, hey, look, if I offer you, $5 for your property, you're gonna tell me no. If I offer you $1 million, you're gonna tell me yes in a heartbeat. So you do got some idea about where you want to be. You know what I'm saying, as far as price. But anyways, let me answer some more of these questions. Maybe I asked you already, you market nationwide or stick to certain areas? I stick to certain areas. I mainly do Atlanta, the outskirts of Atlanta, that is. And I'm starting to venture into Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to venture into Nashville or whatever. So when is the 2-day transformation conference? Well, that's hosted by the Real Estate Diddy. I think it's the beginning of September. It's in Houston, right? The beginning of September, it's in Houston. You can go check them out. The Real Estate Diddy hosts the 2-day transformation, man. It's a killer, man. He give you like 2 books. You in a room full of killers. Like, dude, you in a room full of wholesalers that's killing the game. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's walking around just like me that's making money. You know what I'm saying? In this wholesale game, they able to talk to you. You're able to meet them in person. You're able to really just talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And people start talking. They start telling you what they doing. And you start networking and meeting different people and figure out, oh, dang, you do it this way. Oh, this ain't a man. I'm telling you, like, breakthroughs. You like, oh my God. Like, I'm finna make so much money out of that. You know what I'm saying? You be sitting there talking to people, you be like, man, I'm finna go make so much money off that idea. Man. And I think that's what's happening to me. Leaving that 2-day, able to implement a lot of this stuff. And it's like, man, I'm finna run it up using that. It's like, dude, it's crazy stuff, man. Vince Bro, they're pain in the butt. Fred, they're pain in the butt. Anyway, so have you pulled any probate actually from the courthouse? Yes, I pulled probate actually from the courthouse. But I really ain't got no deal from pulling probates from courthouse, so I stopped. But I just but it works. Like that probate stuff work. Like you go pull them probates from the courthouse, that don't work. But my thing is, I just started doing general marketing. Then I'll run into probate deals. Like I closed a probate deal in July. I've closed probate deals. But it came from like a general list. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, going to that probate court, that don't work. Like you go to that probate court, skip trace them people, that stuff work. Like for real. So But yeah, man, if you really on the grind, go to the probate courts and pull them records because it has the phone. Most of them have a phone number right there, and that's one of the biggest thing, having that phone number right there. So who taking pictures of the house, putting lockspots on it? The buyers, like the buyers, go take pictures of the house for me. My bad, man. Got to plug this computer in. But buyers go take pictures of the house for me. That's who go take pictures of the house. So my buyers, they go take pictures of the house. And I mean, they don't the ones who need a picture. You know what I'm saying? Because it's for them. Like it ain't for me. Like they the ones buying the property. So my buyers go, sometimes I request pictures. Like I'll tell them, hey, look, send me those pictures. You know what I'm saying? Especially, if I don't know they're gonna buy it or not. They being kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this one. I tell them, hey, look, make sure you send me those pictures, so I can have those pictures of the property, so I can get it to other buyers or whatever. Hold on, let me see. My daggone computer went out. I got to get back up. But hey, y'all hit me with some more questions. I'm finna answer some of y'all questions that y'all just sent me, but my computer kind of went down. So, but anyways, yeah, man, I send them buyers out there, man. That's been one of the best things for me, man. Sending those buyers out there allow me to not have to go to the property at all. And that just come with building relationship with buyers and just initially trusting buyers. Like I've been snaked. I've been snaked by a buyer, or but not by a buyer, but somebody like she ended up being an agent, but she really was a buyer. She ended up buying the property, whatever, and snaked me, but I wasn't even worried about it. So, do you have any videos I should watch if I wanted to set up a VA system like you? No, dude, I ain't got no videos on VAs. I guess I should do a live on VAs. Like, I'm just gonna start doing lives, man. Like for real. Like I'm gonna start doing lives with certain topics, and then just get on here and go live, and then just like talk about that the whole time, my whole system or whatever. I still make videos, but I think if I go live, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to kind of bring y'all what y'all want, or at least to jump on here more often. Because like you making videos, stuff get mixed up, stuff get, you gotta edit, you gotta upload. Let's just go straight live and then just post that trash. You know what I'm saying? Just post it, and that's what I like, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. And I think I'm gonna start doing that. So what kind of advertising do you do? Advertisement, I'm marketing. I cold call, I text people, and I do ringless voicemail. Right. Congrats on 1K. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. That 1K sub was big. That 1K sub was big. Now we able to do this kind of stuff. I swear I'm gonna be bringing it to y'all more often now. So did you delete the IG live for yesterday? No, I'm actually uploading the IG live from yesterday, right? I uploaded it already. I'm pretty sure I uploaded the IG live from yesterday on my YouTube. So let me go up a little bit, make sure I ain't missed nothing. Can you break down your business model? How you make things run in your business? So my business model works like this. What's your gram? REI next door, right? REI next door. So my business model is like this. The marketing goes out. The marketing is the voice broadcasting, the text messaging, the cold calling. And how do I send that out? I pull this off Prop Screen, and you can get Prop Screen by going to my video about ARV and click my link. Make sure you go on Prop Screen, make sure you put that I sent you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so go to Prop Screen. I pull a list from an area. First of all, I find buyers. I ask them what they're looking for. I ask them what they want. And then I go to Prop Screen. I pull lists. I pull those lists. I go to Lead Sherpa. I skip trace those lists. After I skip trace those lists, I upload them then into Launch Control, which is my texting platform, and I start texting them. Then I upload them into Call Tools, which is my cold calling platform, and I cold call them. I got my VAs cold calling. And then I upload them into my message communication, which is my voice broadcasting. That when I upload them into there and get that system going, the voice broadcast is when it automatically call your phone. When you pick up, we got an automatic person saying, hey, we'll purchase your property in your area. If you're interested in selling your property, press 1. If you want to be put on do not call list, press 2. So bam, we send out the voice broadcast or whatever. And then what happens is I set it up where if I'm texting people and somebody's interested, there's a button inside of Launch Control that I can push, which sends that person or sends that information straight into Podio. So Podio is a system that houses all my leads. Well, my people that's interested. They house all the people that's interested, right? So if somebody in Launch Control that I'm texting and it's like, dang, this person interested, I hit a button in there. I've integrated Launch Control with Podio, right? So bam, that lead goes straight to Podio. And now I'm able to like track that lead. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to put notes, the whole team able to see it. Everybody on my team got a password to that or whatever. And then same thing for call tools. And call tools, if somebody's interested, my VA's got a web form that they're able to fill out, hit submit, bam, it goes straight into Podio. Same thing for voice broadcasting. Somebody's interested in voice broadcasting, bam, it goes straight to my receptionist service that I use called Pat Live. And that Pat Live receptionist is able to fill out those forms, fill out that same web form that my VAs fill out, and then hit submit, bam, and it goes straight into my Podio. So all the leads coming into Podio. Well, now I got me a lead manager. So I got a VA lead manager. So when they come into Podio, bam, she calling them back, getting them on the phone. Hey, how much you looking to get? Can we send you out an offer? What's your email address? Da 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 da. And she's sending out offers, right? So I track how many offers she's sending out, every day. She sent me a spreadsheet showing how many people she talked to, how many offers she sent out, how many leads we got in that day, and stuff like that. So that's what she does. She's been doing a pretty good job. So that's what really has got me going, building that right there, having my buyers ready, but building that right there where the leads are coming. And I got to keep my marketing crunk all the way up, right? I got to keep my marketing crunk all the way up. So if I hit my marketing, if I text my 2,500 every day, if I cold call the amount of people I need to cold call, if I voice broadcast the amount of people I need to voice broadcast, then that's going to create a certain amount of leads. And if I get a certain amount of leads, you're going to have a certain amount of people that's interested. And then if I got a certain amount of people that's interested, it's going to be a certain amount of those that's going to work out for my buyers. And then if a certain amount of those is going to work out for my buyers, then there's going to be a certain amount of those going to close, right? And then that's how you get money. So I heard like, man, dude, if y'all don't know Carlos Reyes and Alex, Carlos and Alex, man, and Sal, they do an all-in podcast, man, dude, if you don't know them, they the killers. Like, they the real guys, man, that's giving out stuff. But anyway, so they say consistent marketing result in consistent deals. Sean Terry said it too. Like, if you consistently marketing, you'll get consistent leads, will lead to consistent deals. If you're inconsistent marketing, you're going to lead to inconsistent deals, and inconsistent leads lead to inconsistent deals. If you're doing no marketing, you can get no leads and you can get no deals, right? If you're doing little marketing, you can get little leads, which is going to lead to little deals. It's like, it ain't going to lead to no deals. Like, you got to market your butt off, right? You got to pay for your marketing, and you got to be willing to bet on yourself, man, and just go in, all in. That's why Carlos and Sal and Alex, they podcast is all in. It's like, dude, you got to go all in. If you don't go all in, man, you ain't going to get nothing, right? Because, you know what I'm saying, you may text 100 people, but I'm texting 2,500 people every day. You text 100 people thinking you done something, thinking you're going to find a deal. You ain't finding no deal. You may get lucky and find a deal, maybe, but more likely you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Man, you got to be willing to put some money up and really get after them leads. You know what I'm saying? You either got to be super targeted, or you got to be willing to go ahead and, put your little money in and really get your marketing going. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you got to text so many people, but you got to be texting enough people. You got to be doing it consistently. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, no problem. Uh, so that's why I'm on here, man. Trying to explain, trying to let y'all know kind of what I'm doing or whatever. Um, but yeah, man. Hey, 15 y'all ain't subscribed, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit me up, man. I'm gonna be trying to go live like almost every day. You know what I'm saying? Try to go talk to y'all, give back, stuff like that. Let y'all know what I'm doing when I go to my closings or whatever. I'm gonna try to go live, you know, to talk to y'all, kind of explain kind of how the deal went, kind of how everything was set up, stuff like that. Also share my stuff, man. Go to IG, you know, TikTok, wherever you at, and share my stuff. I appreciate y'all. But I'm finna get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all on my first YouTube live. I appreciate everybody who came through or whatever. Dang, got some on my darn lip. But anyways, I appreciate everybody who came through or whatever, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be on his live more and more. So just hit me up, man. Be on the lookout. But appreciate it. Now I'm finna go try to make sure this get uploaded straight into YouTube so y'all can check it out. So can I listen to the live again? Yeah. This on YouTube, man. We uploading straight to YouTube now, man. We got it good. So uh but anyways, I'm out of here on y'all, man. Gonna do this again. We're gonna come back and chop it up, ask me questions or whatever. No doubt, man. Thank y'all for coming out, man. Like I said, share my stuff. Uh yeah, I'm gonna come back and do it again, man. Bring y'all more and more lives. All right. Peace out.